Good morning, YouTube. Coming at you live here from what I believe is Kadoka, South Dakota. Little Badlands truck stop out here. Pulled in last night after driving almost over 10 hours. First long actual day endurance test. Made it through. Made a stop partway for my 30-minute break and then got back on the road. Just kept driving. So quite a different experience from driving a car for 10 hours. A lot more work, a lot more challenging. We're pulling over 78,000 pounds. So going downhill, I got to learn how much faster 78,000 pounds gets you moving down. It doesn't look like a steep hill to a car. You get moving pretty fast. Get to use the jake brakes. Sometimes rather quickly. Get a lot of cars or trucks that pull in front of you and they don't want to go fast, so you have to adjust your speed accordingly. So a lot of road construction, little dog legs that come up on you real fast. Constant observation. Keep that in mind, constant observation. So I heard something the other day. My trainer told me he was looking at a Facebook page about a student whining that his instructor was making him drive 11-hour days, and all he did was just sit there in the passenger seat while he had to do all this driving. And he wanted to know what other people at Prime thought, what other trainers thought. Well, obviously the responses he got wasn't what he wanted. They weren't responding to his whining in the method that he thought they would. They basically were telling him what he should have known. I don't know the age of this guy. I didn't read the whole thing. Or I didn't read it. My trainer just told me. That's what you're here to do. That's what your trainer's here to do. He's going to put you in the seat after he's comfortable with you driving, and he's going to make you drive, because when he releases you solo, he's putting his stamp of approval that you can do this. You don't drive for 3-4 hours a day. You're going to drive for upwards of 10 or 11 a day. And then you've got your pre-work and your post-work. So you got your pre-trip before, making sure everything's good. All your straps are good if you're driving a flatbed. Securing your load. Trust me, if you don't secure your load, things do shift. We secured ours, and it's still shifted. We have to adjust our straps every so often. Your loads shift when they put, like in our case, the lumber on. It's not pressed all the way against each other. So as it starts to move, if you're not secure, you could lose that load. So after you've bounced around a little bit and it's shifted, then you can tighten things back up. So you got to do that. You got to check that not only every day before you start, but several times during the day as well, making sure that all your straps are good. When you're driving, you got to keep an eye on that trailer. Make sure you're not smoking your brakes. Make sure your trailer brakes aren't locked. Things like that. We got behind the truck. Excuse me. We got behind the truck yesterday. They were getting on the freeway, and I could see farther up ahead smoke coming out of the back end, and you could see their trailer brakes were on. They drove a couple miles before they realized the trailer brakes were on. Then eventually we saw them again. Wasn't smoking. No more drag marks on the road. But wasn't far after that, started seeing blown chunks of tires, and then he was pulled over. So important to keep an eye on that kind of stuff. Important to keep an eye on your tires to make sure you haven't blown a tire, and just your general surroundings as well. Learned a few things this week about obviously securing loads, how to manage the load when you get to pick up, weighing in, weighing out, overall truck operation, what it's like. There's not a lot of glory out here when it comes to your daytime routine. If you don't have enough room in your truck or places to stop, truck stops will gouge you. Their stuff is pretty expensive when it comes to food, because they know you don't really have much choice. You just can't pull into Taco Bell or somewhere else like that, because you're driving, 60, 70 foot worth of truck, and there's just not that kind of space. So plan ahead and you get what food you can, but eventually you're stopping at truck stops, paying their prices, getting their food occasion. You don't have a regular eating schedule. You should keep some snacks next to you so you can snack throughout the day, so you're not super hungry. But last night, for instance, we stopped at a truck stop, but they didn't really have anything that I wanted to eat. I've been eating bologna and cheese sandwiches without bread most of the week. Have some roast beef too. Have some beef jerky that I made from home. But I decided to get a little treat. I had some kind of little parfait type of thing, yogurt parfait or something, with my dinner. That was pretty good. But I actually had a cold can of Chef Boyardee spaghetti and meatballs. We do have a microwave. I could have microwaved it, but I didn't feel like messing with it. Was tired after a long day. Just decided to study a little bit and then chill out. So anyway, this is day 7 since being on the truck. Tomorrow starts the first day of actually being on the road driving. And like I said, yesterday was my first full day of nonstop driving by myself. Today and tomorrow should be another day as we head towards St. Louis. Got another 2 days. We have to be there Monday, but so we'll be there early. But got another 2 days worth of full day driving to get to that point. Did some practice straight backing. Haven't worked yet on my alley docking, my parallel parking, or my offsets. I got to work more on that. But hoping to test within about a week and a half, I think. So anyway, I'll keep you guys updated. Thanks. Have a great day out there.